Good morning, students. Today we will do chapter number 5 Fundamental Rights and Duties. Students, at home you expect your parents to look after you. You expect them to provide you with a home, give you food, and pay for your school fees. But when you have right, you also have some duties. Your main duties are to respect your parents and elders, to pay attention to your studies, and so on. And same way, our country provides us some rights, and along with that, we have some duties. So let's start. Constitution. What is the meaning of constitution? Constitution means a body of fundamental principles, rules, and regulations according to which an organization, state, or a country is run, or it is a set of rules based on which a government would run. On one hand, it defines the position and power of three organs of the government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. The executive, it is to enforce laws and to maintain law and order in the state. And the work of legislature is the law and policy making body. The judiciary, it is the system of court that interprets and applies law in legal cases. On the other hand, it explains the relation between the government and the citizen. It takes all precaution to safeguard the right of the citizens. Indian Constitution. As you all know, our country was ruled by the Britishers for almost 200 years. After a long and hard struggle, India got independence on August 15, 1947. Our leaders got together to form a government. One of the first things they did that to make a set of rules based on which a government would run. That is our constitution. The constitution was accepted on 26 January 1915. We celebrate this day as Republic Day. The preamble. The preamble means start, beginning, or introduction to our constitution describe India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic. What does it mean? Let us understand. Democratic. This means that all the people of the country will choose or elect leader who would form the government. This kind of government is known as democracy. If the people are not happy with the elected leaders, they can be removed from their post. As Abraham Lincoln defined democracy as the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Sovereign. Sovereign means a country not controlled by any other external power. Also, it means that India is an independent country. Thus, a country is no longer ruled by any king, so no other country can impose its supremacy on India. Supremacy means domination on India. Next is socialist. This means that all the people in the country will be treated as equal. The government will not differentiate between people on the basis of their caste, religion, or in any other way. This is known as the principle of socialism. Secular. This means that all people in the country would be free to follow whatever religion they want. This is known as the principle of secularism. Republic. This means that the head of India is directly or indirectly elected by people. India is headed by an elected president. Fundamental rights. The Constitution of India gives its citizens certain fundamental rights. If someone feels that their fundamental rights have been denied, they can approach a court of law. Let us learn some important rights. First fundamental right is right to equality. Everyone is equal. Next, right to religion. We can follow any religion. Right to justice. Cultural and educational right to constitutional remedies, right to education. It means right to free and compulsory education for all the children up to the age of 14. Right to freedom of speech. We can speak freely without fear. Right to travel anywhere in the country. Right to choose a profession and so on. Fundamental duties. Duties always come along with rights. So, some of our important duties mentioned in the Constitution are, to start with, we must honor the national flag and national anthem. What is the meaning of anthem? Anthem is a song used to represent a nation, society, or a particular community and sung on special occasions. Jana Gana Mana is the national anthem of India. We must help to keep our country united. We must defend our country at the time of danger. We must protect our national property. All citizens should promote the spirit of harmony and brotherhood. Harmony is oneness or a state of peaceful existence. We must protect our environment. We should value and preserve our rich heritage culture. Directive principles. Certain directive principles are also laid in our constitution for the welfare of the people. They give the guidelines which the government should follow. Some of the directive principles are: number 1, providing proper living condition for all citizens. Number 2, providing work for everyone. Third is, the government should ensure that none of its citizens is being exploited. Exploited means to शोषण करना किसी का. The backward classes like scheduled caste and scheduled tribe should get opportunity to lead a better life. The last one is the government should provide education for children up to the age of 14. So that's all for today, students. Now we will do a quick recapitulation. The first one, we learned about a constitution that was enforced on 26 January 1950. And one more thing, it is the lengthiest written constitution in the world. And the preamble of our constitution states that the India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic. Some fundamental rights, some fundamental duties, and directive principles. Thanks.